This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Bev's Video Kingdom really is brought to you by...
What the fuck?
What's up, dude?
One of my renters broke the toilet again. That dude takes giant shits. Now I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Why don't you hire a property management company or something to take care of that stuff?
Because they suck, and they take 10%.
You know, our dude Hank owns and manages Heritage Realty Partners. I think he said he only charges 5%, and he visits each property at least once a month.
That's right. He's always posting beers from the road. You have his number?
Actually, I do. His personal number is 805-451-5734.
Perfect. Now he can deal with my renter's big shits.
Heritage Realty Partners.
For all your property management and investment needs.
It's corn! I just want to say it's corn.
Oh, shit, BVK.
I just banged the table for that.
We have like the most room we've ever had, and Nate is just demolishing things. Welcome back, folks. This is the third ever BVK Bevies episode. We just had the Oscars. We talked about an Oscar-winning director, finally, Best Picture director, Christopher Nolan. We talked about Interstellar last week. But now we are here to, right some wrongs. Some of these folks won awards. Some of these folks did not. And we want to go ahead and take all the movies BVK did in last year and go ahead and give them what we think are their deserving awards for Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Picture, and then, a little wild card. Gentlemen, how we all doing? We've got the whole BVK crew
full,
here.
Just
the
run
full
top to bottom,
BVK,
front to back.
All just sitting around a table together. It's beautiful.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
So I will say this year of movies is it's by far the best year, right? There's some notable ones from previous years, but we kind of pulled the stops out. We were like, we're going to just go all.
Well, I think we made a
handful,
conscious decision to pick some big time movies, right?
We just were like,
enough with these. This is the movie that I like. We're going to pick a movie that everybody likes, right?
We did some very legit, some critically acclaimed, some just hella crazy popular movies. So let me just give you the list. We've got, I believe it's 26 total movies here. Forrest Gump, When Harry Met Sally, Gladiator, The Wedding Singer, Saving Private Ryan, Silence of the Lambs, The Hangover, The Sandlot, Back to the Future, Step Brothers, Goodfellas, The Karate Kid, A League of Their Own, A Few Good Men, Inglourious Bastards, Halloween, Notting Hill, Mean Girls, Grumpy Old Men, Elf, A Christmas Story, Jackass, The Royal Tenenbaums, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Sleeping with Other People, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and Interstellar.
That's a pretty banging list. There's some huge movies on there.
Well, we did some improvements because when I looked at the stats from last year's Bevies, and we had no Best Actress nosaminees in any of our movies. So that was a fault of ours. But we actually have two this time. We had two nominations, Jodie Foster and
For Silence of the Lambs.
For Silence of the Lambs, and
don't look at me.
What is happening?
What's Winslet's first name?
Kate.
I swear, I was
You
saying
gotta
that
leave
in my
that
mind.
in. Leave it in. I like the vamping though, and it was also
Kate Winslet for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, but Jodie Foster won. She's the only one who won. So we do have a Best Actress winner in our list this year. So
nice.
I know we've got at least 1, 2 Best Actors.
How
3,
many of our movies? We did 26 movies. How many of those do you think were nominated for Best Picture?
1, 2,
Oh, you guys just gonna
Three.
sit here and count.
I'm gonna say 6, just off the top of my head.
I say 9.
I'm gonna go with the under with 5.
We had 7.
Oh,
I should have went the over.
Forrest Gump, Gladiator, Saving Private Ryan, Silence of the Lambs, Goodfellas, A Few Good Men, and Glorious Bastards all were nominated, with 3 of those winning. Forrest Gump, Gladiator, and Silence of the Lambs winning Best Picture.
Yeah, so we did some big ones.
So we're gonna pick from those movies. We're gonna pick our categories: best, who we think of the best actor, all that, right?
Right.
So, but the question is, say I'm gonna pick fucking Adam Sandler from The Wedding Singer, and then Nate picks it before me. Can I still pick Adam Sandler from The Wedding Singer, or do I have to pick a different pick? It's a draft, right? So I got to pick a different pick.
It is a draft, and you can draft in any direction you
Gotcha.
want.
But you can't take 2 entities from the same movie in your draft, correct?
That is something we've put in before.
We did that last
No,
year.
I can't take Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster from Silence of the Lambs.
Right, and you couldn't take like Zemeckis and Forrest Gump or Tom Hanks. You can't take both. So once you take a movie, that's the person you get from that movie. And
I forgot about that
You
rule.
can draft in any order you want. So you can take your best picture first. You can take your best actor first. Whatever you want to do.
So I have another question. This year is interesting because there's a couple examples of a director has 2 movies that we did.
You have to take for the specific.
So
movie.
you name the movie. So basically, if I say Zemeckis for Back to the Future, you could
Somebody
take
else could take
somebody else could take Zemeckis
for
for Forrest Gump.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I wanted to make sure. So, but just because you take Zemeckis, he's not off the board completely.
Correct.
Right.
Got it.
It's
Oh, that's a good.
person movie intersections.
Got it.
And then in the 5th round, there will be the wild card, which is us making up our own version of a
Category.
Academy Awards category. And some of us might have some nominees, but we'll also announce the winner. So we're basically going to choose who our winner is, at least for our wild card category. All right. So, do you guys know what today is?
What is it?
Nick, do you know what today is?
October.
And what's something else is a little different is Nick is just going to hang out with us while we draft, which usually we have it anonymous, but he's just going to.
And he's
gonna
going
breathe
to
heavy on Nate's shoulder.
he's going to offer a
All
little
draft.
pot shots and shit.
Can we address?
when we got Nick here? I mean, it's like we can't just kick him out. That would have been
Yeah.
terrible. It's like we've got him here. We need him for as much time as possible.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what? Just sit here and listen to us talk. Throw in your comments. Definitely take some pot shots. Definitely,
We're gonna
talk
lick
some
that.
shit.
We're gonna lick the Nick plate clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're not
Speaking
leaving a
of-
morsel behind.
Speaking of pot shots, can we address the raging online controversy right now between 2 of our judges? So last week or a couple weeks ago, we had the Gov on, and he was talking some shit to our boy Hank, one of our other esteemed judges, and I believe there's been a gauntlet thrown down. Brad, what do we got?
It sounds like, at some point there might be, and this is why we have a YouTube page, which we're not utilizing, but there could be the battle of the 6'5" plusers. I think
The battle of the
6'5".
battle of the 6'5", the 6'5",
Yeah.
No, they're probably. I think they're both like Gov in his height. His like peak was like 6'6.5", 6'7".
That's what he said.
Basically, we're gonna have like 13 feet of dudes out there.
The shrinking
Absolutely,
fives.
Yeah, we are going to have
In a
13
one-on-one
foot of
Banging.
One-on-one
They're going to be
basketball
banging,
action.
Nordic looking dudes.
Dude, this is going to be the blondest of the blonde. Again, one-on-one, mano-y-mano, one-on-one basketball tournament between the Gov and Hank from the Hoiston Hank.
No,
What's his name?
King of the Hoisters.
King of the Hoisters. Sorry.
Instead of keeping score in the basketball game, though, we're just going to see who gets injured badly enough to have to quit first.
These are actually both of the tallest men I know and 2 of the best drinkers that I know. So I feel like a good battle might be like every point scored, the other person has to like
shit.
chug a
We
beer
could
or
put
something
now-
like that.
Dude, now
Caveats.
things just got
Because they're
interesting.
both really good at drinking.
Or maybe it ends up just being a game of horse where each time they have to take each
Actually,
letter.
now
You got to take.
Let's
a drink.
think about it because I think that Gov might be up for that. So I
Like
say we go,
you take a shot and then you have to take
No,
a
'cause-
shot in the basketball
They're
game.
beer drinkers though. I think they got to like pound half a
I actually love
high
this.
gravity
BVK
beer.
3.
Yeah, they got to do half a BVK,
Or they-
point any letter they get.
Before the game starts, they have to drink 3 BVK tall cans.
Holy fuck.
And then the
then the
shooting
game goes.
begins. And then you have to drink half of one every time you get a letter. I actually love
This is
this
probably
game.
when we need to like launch the Patreon just so people can watch this.
And we're going to take bets.
Pay for pay-per-view.
And we're going to have
event.
both contestants make some training videos with the little montage of how they're getting ready for the.
You know, literally, Hank is like those words came out of your mouth, and he's already.
I challenge you both to have some shit talking videos. Maybe 3-4 weeks. We're going to set a date for this Rumble in the Orchard, and it's going to be good times. So get ready for that.
All right,
back to the.
All right, do you got an order for us, Brad? What are we beving?
Oh yeah, no, I've got us a nice little draft order here, and in fact, you know what? I don't know if anybody noticed, but we were all on the red carpet last Sunday, or no, 2 Sundays ago when the Oscars happened. We were on the red carpet, and the challenge was we just were trying to look the best we could. We were all on the red carpet, but you know what? We were challenged to wear the best dress on the red carpet, and you know what, Zach, you took it way more literally than we thought that you would, because like we figured we're gonna have
Doesn't
some
sound
fun
like
with
me
this.
at all.
You wore a red silk chiffon gown with sequins and a plunging neckline and a thigh-high slit. You added some red stilettos.
The way you're saying it in a mocking way makes
a
me think that
diamond
you're just
necklace.
jealous of how good I looked in that
You were the
fucking
talk of the
chiffon
town.
gown.
You were rated the best looking out of all of us on the red carpet.
I have really nice legs.
So you're the first. You got first place.
He
in
gets
our-
first
in our
pick?
contest.
My
Yeah.
calves are real. They're 100% real.
That's pretty amazing. Scotch, you also decided to, take it up a couple notches. Zach just kind of shrugged about his calves.
I was just saying it makes
Like
it sound like
nothing on my calves?
like they're not real if I say that they're real, like, right? Makes it sound like maybe they aren't real. I swear they're real.
No way those calves are real.
That's a lot. That's what I get a lot. People see my calves, they're like, this is like fucking.
No.
They look like Pamela Anderson calves. It's
Scotch.
way too high.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you want to hear about? Do you remember your dress that you wore?
I drank a lot. I don't remember what.
Well, yours was an emerald velvet gown with an
I
oversized
remember.
skirt with a long train. It required 5 people to carry that thing behind you. The sleeves looked like football shoulder pads, and it made you're moving around. You looked kind of uncomfortable, and you also had a towering headdress adorned with birds and diamonds. Like,
Dude.
yeah, I
pretty
know.
impressive.
I know. You didn't mention the hairy cleavage.
So you were second. I thought I was going to one up everybody because I decided to wear a pink gown with a massive skirt. It had giant sunflowers and twinkling LED lights, and
That sounds like you.
I had some platform shoes, and then there was like these mechanical wings that popped out, and they were like flapping. And,
Oh,
like,
shit.
Just disrupting
Katniss Everdeen and
everything.
shit,
Like,
man.
That
it was-
actually sounds
it was kind of wild.
Then it lit on fire.
That was the third ranked out of all of us. But Nate, you went ballistic. Nate, you wore a black latex gown. It had spikes and chains. It had like it was glowing in this weird light. And then you had these little hidden mechanisms that like shot out these sharp objects towards like the photographers. You like injured like 17 people. It was terrible. And then
One of average Joe's.
yeah, and then to complete the look, you had this giant spiked helmet, and it was just ridiculous.
They're like, Nate, who are you wearing? He's like, this is derelict.
Derelict
And if
my
you don't like it, you can
balls.
derelict
for
my
Slipknot. I
balls.
sling for Slipknot now.
So yeah, Nate went with a full goth like BDSM type thing.
I actually have always thought it would be kind of fun to be goth for a minute.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like just to kind of sample it.
Because if you think about people that
Heavy
don't give a
eyeliner.
fuck, dude, it's goth guys and girls. And
just like,
they fucking bring it.
yeah, I like it. I might experiment in the goth realm.
I think
Okay.
you should do it, dude. I think you should do. I think like some lip liner, maybe eyeliner for
Eyeliner.
sure.
Are there any bald goths though? Like that might be a short, like a kind of a.
I just think that it's just an opportunity for cool wigs.
Yeah,
You know what I
fair
mean?
point.
Like
Okay, I'm in.
that's the way
I'm
I
in
think
on
about being bald.
Or when you drew in the Forrest Gump hair for Halloween.
You know what he did? He did color. He did do.
I did Sharpie that.
I wanted like what's the play on?
It's the.
He did brown and head.
He was ping pong for
He
us.
was fucking. He was appropriating
Is it offensive
Hair.
to people with hair
People
for me
with hair.
to draw hair on my head? Is that like
the pro
appropriating hair?
follicle community.
Hairhead.
Hairhead. He did hairhead.
He did hairhead. I'm so
Appropriated your
insulted.
You know, I
follicles.
told my wife the other day. I was like, you know, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had hair. And then I see a man my age in his 40s with a full head of hair, and I'm like, you kind of look like a douche. What the fuck are you doing with that hair, dude? Like,
Nick and I are looking at each other like these fucking three bald
lose
motherfuckers.
lose it already. Who are you trying to impress, bro?
who are you showing off for, dude? You're
Sometimes I
46
see
years old.
myself with the hair that I got. I'm like,
You're 46 years old and you're
today the day
putting
that it's
mousse in your
getting-
hair? Like, what the fuck is happening?
I hate doing it.
Dude, I
Get on your
love
tractor
not doing
and
my hair.
fucking drive around, dude. You don't need to put mousse in your fucking hair.
Well, shit, Zach, you are first pick.
Wait a minute. I thought I'm last with that outfit.
Yeah.
you're last.
You went
'Cause you got
I
an
thought-
advantage,
I thought you
dude.
went in reverse order.
No, you're last. man.
Wow, this is
he doesn't do
bullshit.
that
All right,
anymore.
that changes everything.
So Zach gets first. He can go best actor, best actress, best director, or best picture. So he's got his choice.
So I didn't anticipate getting first pick.
Again, the big question in this draft is: do you right wrongs? Do you say like this person got ripped off, they didn't get the award, or do you say, you know what, the Academy was right, and this one is the best of all these award winners that we've got on our list?
And
I
there's
already know my best picture, and I don't think it's going to get picked, so I'm not going to pick that first.
Yeah, there's definitely some strategy going on with like which category you go with first. What do you think is going to be left for you at the end?
And I think I'm going to go with best actor. And I think I'm going to go best actor. Just maybe not my favorite actor and probably not the best actor, so it doesn't really support my argument here. But
Great pick.
God damn, dude. Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump. One of the first movies we did this year. I really like doing the voice. Like, if you want to think about like a character that somebody made up that has withstood the test of time, not only that, like employed me for a long time in my stint at Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Like, there's an entire restaurant chain based on this weird fucking accent that Tom Hanks decided to do in that movie. And I think that's going to be my pick. That's going to be my number one.
Best actor, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Okay.
So you right off the bat, you're like, I'm going with an actual award winner. Okay.
I mean, it has withstood the test of time. That movie came out a long fucking time ago, and people still do the Forrest Gump voice, and it's still funny.
Well, he's on screen just about
By
the
that,
entire
you mean
movie too.
when you
so
do
it's
it,
like,
it's
He does one of the best like premature ejaculation faces and like reactions that I've seen in any movie ever. So I think I got to go with that.
Okay. So looking at what we have available and what I can go
there's
with.
a lot available. I say at this.
I know.
This moment.
Look at what we have available.
There's been one pick, Scott.
I mean, looking at what is in each category, what I think will drop and what won't be there. I'm going best actress right out of the gate because I want to get my girl. And
Oh God.
I definitely loved her performance. Definitely not a household name here in the States, but definitely in Europe. And she definitely was one of those people you discovered. Loved her performance. I'm going with Shoshana Melanie Laurent
Shit.
in Inglourious Bastards.
It's not wrong.
I don't argue with that at all.
If all the actresses, there's some other great ones out there still, but I just loved her the most. I really wanted to get her. So
Wow.
yeah, grabbing her.
I
early.
mean,
thought,
I don't want
I
to-
thought I might steal that a little bit later.
I don't want to.
That's why I wanted to grab her now.
So if that's true, if what Brad's saying is true, then what I was about to say is bullshit because I was going to say I think you could have got that later. But if Brad had his eyes,
Right.
Yeah, no, that was
Her name is Melanie Laurent.
Laurent.
Melanie Laurent.
Yep.
She's Shoshana in
Shoshana.
Inglourious Bastards.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Okay.
At least he wanted to hear really shitty
man.
Christoph Waltz.
That was pretty good.
There it is.
that was really good.
See, this is where it gets a little bit problematic for me because, like, the whole idea you can't take multiple from the same movie
That
makes it a little
definitely,
bit rough.
yeah, makes it harder.
So let's see where we decide to go this way.
So I just fucked myself on anything Inglourious Bastards on any of the other categories.
Oh, so you? Oh, fuck! I didn't. Even,
Yes.
well, I guess that's good because we don't want to go like too heavy.
Yeah. Which I like that role. I'm not complaining.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying it's just that's definitely have something you have to factor in.
I remember that was a big point of contention last year when we were drafting.
Yeah.
We were like,
All right.
I think we went over and over that.
I'm gonna be the first to right an actual true wrong, which is the fact that it took until The Departed for Marty Scorsese to get his first Best Director award. He absolutely deserved it for Goodfellas. So I'm going to go Best Director.
Okay.
Martin Scorsese, Goodfellas.
Oh God, we're doing director too. I thought we were just doing Best Picture.
No,
Man.
for director.
So there's a lot of fucking choices. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're doing a 6-rounder.
5 rounders. So it's director, actor, actress, picture,
And then wild card.
and then wild card.
Okay.
Okay, so you're taking the director. Got it.
I'm taking Martin Scorsese as the Best Director.
That is a nice pick. You
deserved
can't go
that.
wrong with that.
All right.
I like your rationale.
Just for future reference, who directed Step Brothers? Go ahead.
So I'm going to go. I mean, I don't. I like this. I'm going to go on my own here. Like, I don't give a shit what the awards people think. I've got to go. I got to go Best Director first.
Okay.
Oh, Best Director run.
And I'm taking Tarantino for Inglourious. I think that like from just unique, like it's probably his best movie, even relative to Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I mean, he's just that good. And then I think I'm going to jump down and I'm going to do something kind of wild here. I'm going to take a Best Picture, and I'm going to take Back to the Future.
Ooh.
That's a good pick.
I think that the sort of like it doesn't get the
doesn't get
critical
back to you.
acclaim in that way, but is there really a movie that anyone likes more than that like is more fun and has more sort of like novelty and interesting special effects? And I don't know, I love it. I'll never apologize to anyone for that
Yeah.
pick.
I have to think that if in '85 they did like the whole 10 movies get chosen for Best Picture, I think Back to the Future had to have been.
Maybe
It was just too pop at that time. In the mid '80s, it's just so.
I think that's what it is, though.
critics and
totally
this is a pop movie. This is for the
I think it
masses.
never would have gotten it for that reason. Like now, right? You get things that have that flavor, but and even sometimes when there were like in the late '90s, 2000s when you had just 5, but I don't think even with 10 it would have gotten that nomination.
All right, I dig that. That was a good choice.
Brad, what are you going to take next?
So you've got a Best Picture and a Best Director. There's a couple things that have not even been hit yet, so interesting. Man, this could just lose it for me. Do I just try to lose it right now?
You should.
Why not? Might be fun.
I think I might just try to do that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and go with my Best Picture right now.
Okay.
It's-
Was any part of you thinking Back to the Future, by the way? Because you're the biggest Back to the Future fan I know.
I mean, there's still drafting going on, Scotch.
Well, I'm just saying.
Jesus.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Best actor is still out there.
I'm just saying, but as far as the Best Picture, you say you're taking Best Picture. Are you mad that he took Best Picture? You're Back to the Future at all?
It wasn't in my plans.
Okay,
I'll say that much.
That's what I was wondering.
All right, Best Picture. I'm going to go with a very long shot, and I just love the movie. It's one of my top 10 movies of all time. Just everything about it, the acting, the music, the creativity, the look of the movie. I'm going Royal Tenenbaums.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
I know I could have left that to the end, but
Yeah.
I think Best Picture
That's a reach.
is kind of it's my shortest list of my category, so I just want to make sure I get it, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Royal Tenenbaums
Okay.
because I think my others are going to fall a little bit later, so I don't think I'm going to get my other picks stolen, so I just want to make sure I got that one on my list.
Okay. Interesting.
Is it my pick or your
No,
pick?
it's me. I am going to go ahead because my list is getting. When I was making my rankings, I forgot about the whole pick if they couldn't pick the same movie, and so I have to make sure I think about that now. I'm going to go Best Actor, and I am going to go with Sir Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs.
I think that's a great pick.
I mean, super iconic, very quotable, just amazing movie. He just that performance is freaking incredible, and that movie wouldn't be anything without him in it, in my opinion. So,
I mean, Hopkins was a winner there.
yeah, and he actually won.
He actually won, so you're not doing anything special here.
What I'm doing,
Just so you know, I mean, I just want the judge to know that that's exactly what Hollywood expected you to say. So good job by you.
We're picking the best things that we did over the last year. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
You're the one that's doing the whole right wrong
Guy
thing.
that's in the movie for like 30 minutes. You know? Go ahead and take him.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna go director.
I'm gaming here, man.
I love it.
I'm gonna go director, and I'm gonna go Ridley Scott for Gladiator. I love that movie. I think it's like just the epic battles and all that shit, dude. It's so good. Fucking Joaquin Phoenix. I just feel like the story fucking runs really well. Like it's great revenge sort of fucking fodder, and I love it.
He was nominated. Not
what was the
did
pick?
Not win.
Ridley Scott, Gladiator, best director.
All I know is I just saw our judge colluding for like 5 minutes.
I know, that was
with,
interesting.
One of our draftees.
Really
so
interesting.
I was catching up on the picks,
Okay.
allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, you get one more here, Raparito.
All right, so I'm gonna go best picture, and this is a tough one because there's a lot of contenders here. But I'm gonna go just because on this list, like, I already took Gladiator as like the director, so
Yeah, Gladiator and Gump are forbidden from you right now.
I'm gonna go Silence of the Lambs, best picture. That's my pick.
Not surprised you grabbed that one.
That's the most Zach pick you've had so far.
It's just
Here comes the judge. He's
There
making
he
a little
is. There he
first
is.
little commentary here.
Look
a lot of stuff.
These
in it is great.
first two picks were pandering as fuck.
All right, Scott,
okay.
you're back. You've got an actress and an actress. Now you're going best picture and best director.
I'm going, yeah.
One of those directions.
And I'm going to go, because I said if I got this far, I would go picture next, which I'm going to do. And it's just one of my all-time favorite movies. I'm the one that hosted this episode because I love it so much. Love the acting in it. Love the writing. The writing is fantastic. I'm going to do A Few Good Men. It's one of my
Solid
favorite
pick.
movies of all time.
that was one that
Easily top 5 movie.
that was one that I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and ended up loving. So
It's fantastic.
you always say I don't come to your movies. I was at that one, and it was fucking great.
Thanks, buddy.
Fucker.
He came.
I can't.
I totally came.
When Demi shook her hair out an hour and 32 minutes into the movie.
Where are we at?
Brad.
It is up to me now, and
So you've done director and you've done movie.
I'm gonna go. I've got one that would be funny, but I'm not gonna go that way. I am going to go ahead and take. Let me look what people have to take behind me. Nate's got to go acting, both of them. He's doing the same as me, so hopefully he doesn't take the one that I took. You know what? I think he really deserved some more consideration for this. Aldo Rain is an amazing fucking character.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt, the fact that he really got no love for his portrayal in a basement. I mean, the whole portrayal, the accent, just going for it, and it's an amazing character. I think Brad Pitt deserves some recognition there, so I'm going Brad Pitt from Inglourious.
I don't hate that at all. It's one of my I think that is my favorite Brad Pitt performance. So
Okay. So I'm going to do another like weird little pivot here, because this person, I believe, won, but not in this category. I'm going to take Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men, who won for supporting actor.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that his turn was sufficient for me to just take him as the best actor.
I think it's wild because he's in like less than 20 minutes of the movie.
Dude, and he's so good. And I mean, for somebody who has, I mean, he won the best actor, I think, for As Good as It Gets, which he's great in. And he has some iconic roles, right? Including Chinatown.
Colonel Jessup.
He took.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean,
Best actor.
in a career that's obviously One Flew Over the Cuckoo's and that, I would say Jessup might be his best work. I'll make that case. Don't look at me like
I don't know if that's true, but I do think that he was
why don't you eat a bag of dicks, Nick?
he's kind of tailor made for a fucking persnickety like military like.
You're saying that's just Jack being Jack?
I think he's like I'm not in a bad way. I think it's like a perfect role for him because he does it so good.
I like that spin. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take.
Fuck you, Nate.
No, I was saying like
He was having to deal with my shit. He loved your positivity.
Nick sucks. Okay,
You have to take a best actress.
Best
That
actress.
is your
and I do, and I've been hoping this one was gonna fall.
All you guys are.
But funny enough, I'm not going to take the one you think. I'm going to take Meg Ryan and When Harry Met Sally.
I think that's actually a great.
I mean, this is, I think, the best rom-com of all time. She's made for the part. She plays it perfectly.
I mean, besides Elizabeth Shue, Back to the Future, I think that's the next best pick.
I mean,
I just think that she's just Meg Ryan in that. So I don't think.
Is that a positive or negative?
Do you
Because
know
it was
her?
a positive. Or
I mean, I love her, but is that great? Is that great acting?
last time Scott hung out with her, she acted just like that.
Yeah.
I think that she's always a copy of herself in that movie. So that
Scott was
she's the OG.
Scott was like, "Who's the chick faking an orgasm in the middle of the party?" And they're like, "Oh, that's fucking Meg Ryan."
I mean, Meg Ryan as Goose's wife, not the same character.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so
Yeah,
okay,
so,
cool. So
because she acted in that movie,
has
she didn't act in this
accent.
one.
cool, eat it. Okay, eat it, Scott. Great.
And by the way, that's one of the worst orgasms ever. Her it's just horrible.
Oh, it sounded pretty good. It sounded like it felt great.
I'm just doing what Brad's done to all my picks. I'm trying to shit on his.
All right. Well, I have to take my best actress now, and I got what I wanted. I was waiting for it. I left it to the end. Scott was asking me about Back to the Future earlier. Leah Thompson, as a very, very, very young actress, she's like in her early 20s. She has to play both Marty's mom as an old woman and Marty's mom as a high schooler, and I think she knocks it out of the park. Like, as the old, like, just beaten down housewife, she's awesome. As the young teenage, just, isn't he a dreamboat? Like, she's just in love with him. And just how, like, every time Marty's talking to her about his dad, she's just like, yeah, he's okay, but what are you doing? Like, she's just full of lust for this dude, and it's just amazing. She
The
does a great
car
job
scene,
acting.
the car scene is just fucking.
Oh yeah, dude!
so amazing.
Right after they kiss, and like she just starts looking at him, and those like the eyes, and she's like she's just like spooked. It's just a great moment. She's a great actress in that movie. She carries a lot of scenes in that movie on her own. So, Leah
Not a bad
Thompson,
pick.
Back
Not a
to the
bad
Future.
pick.
Best actress, not even nominated.
That's probably a good reason for that.
Because critics back then were all like just into their high cinema, fucking cinephiles bullshit. Come on.
Okay, so I have to take a director, and there's some really good
director
ones.
of Jackass.
I
just so
know,
you
I know. There's some really great ones. Still on the board.
I see two.
Yeah. I'm gonna go because he's just. I think he won for this, but I don't care. Brad's gonna talk shit. That whole wronging right things. I don't care. But I'm going Steven Spielberg, Saving Private Ryan, because it's just that movie. The war scene is the most intense, amazing thing I'd ever seen. The first part of that movie is incredible, and I just think it's one of his finest pieces of work he'll ever do.
I think if you don't like that movie, you hate America.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really no way to argue against that one because, I mean,
Did he win for director on that one?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, on our director list, we had Zemeckis, Ridley Scott, Spielberg, Demme for Silence of the Lambs, Scorsese, and Tarantino. Zemeckis, Spielberg, and Demme were winners.
Okay.
But nobody does the fucking voice of Tom Hanks's character in Saving Private Ryan. They do the fucking Forrest Gump voice. So fuck you, Scott.
Tom Hanks just catching strays now.
All right, Zach, your best actress, I believe, is what he's got.
Best actress. That's what I have left.
You guys
I'm
are all
gonna go.
sexist. You guys waited till the end to pick the girls.
I'm gonna go with.
I went first because they're important.
This was actually a big movie for us that we did because we actually got on our boy Squints, right? From what was his name?
No, not Squint. Smalls.
Whatever.
Starts
He was a
with
real
S.
person, and he was on our podcast.
Tom Gyrie.
I think I missed it actually. I wasn't even there.
I'm pretty sure his kids, when he disciplines them, says, "You're killing me, Smalls," which is one of my all-time favorite anecdotes.
But I'm going to go with Best Actress. I'm going to go with Wendy Peppercorn, Marley Shelton from
Man,
What is the
Sandlot.
actress's name?
Marley Shelton.
I love that. It's such a deep cut right there.
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
deep, Zach.
It's a deep cut right there.
It just her performance is
What's her fucking name?
tantalizing. Marley
Shelton.
Shelton. Don't act like you don't know who she is.
Marley. Who? No.
I really cannot believe that the Academy did not recognize this one.
You know, her turn in Sandlot 2 was even more impressive. But
The also rans are going to be fun on that one because wow.
Man.
There,
All right,
we
well,
left some on the table. Yeah.
we are now in the wild card, and Zach gets to go first. And oh man, I have to stress out here for 2 picks because if somebody steals my wild card, I'm fucked.
if somebody steals your wild card, I don't think anybody's going to steal your wild card because I am going with best depiction of a foreign object lodged in the anus of a young man.
Royal Tenenbaums.
Because in the
Best depiction of a foreign object wedged in the anus
Lodged
lodged.
in the anus of a young
man.
Okay.
Because when my boy Ryan Dunn gets that Hot Wheel stuck in his fucking lower colon, there's nothing more exciting than that Hispanic doctor coming out and being like trying to fucking explain to him and calling his friend on the phone and laughing.
Telling him not to tell anyone. Don't tell anyone about this.
So fucking funny,
he
dude.
He says he already knows. That's too many.
And I watched it with my 11-year-old and 13-year-old sons, and the X-rays showing the thing, and then the ceremony of placing it into the lubed condom, and then like shoving it up his butt, and then him having to waddle to the fucking doctor to get it surgically removed is just, it's high cinema.
Hey, wait, what movie was it?
Jackass.
Oh, okay. Because I know I had seen it before.
High cinema.
Oh boy.
We don't often talk about like film on this podcast,
Yeah, we don't get too cinephilish, but right there,
but
All right.
that scene
they talk about that in art schools all the time.
really elevated it for me.
Okay.
Scotch, what do you got? For
I'm
us?
going with most realistic facial expression after an orgasm.
Meg Ryan.
And I have three people.
Three nominees.
Three nominees. Second runner-up, Harry's instant regret face when Harry met Sally.
When they hook up.
Yeah.
Oh,
The look on his face when it pans over, he just knows he screwed up. First runner-up, Forrest's premature Jackie face in Forrest Gump, which you already mentioned, which is fantastic.
Yes.
And the winner, Agent Starling's surprised face from a facial from Miggs, Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
Not a bad pick at all.
that's a good pick.
So she won.
So she won. I mean, that's you should win an award for having to suffer through that.
She didn't see it coming.
Well, Miggs got his. So,
He got his.
So, but the category was like their facial expression, and you flipped the script on the last one.
I made it. I just took a little wild card.
It works good for
Gonna write from
comedic
Mi-
timing.
And I said most
From
realistic
Miggs.
facial expression
From Mi-
after an orgasm.
From Miggs with Love. Is that
all
what I
right,
read?
that makes sense.
From Miggs with
that
Love.
that does work.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my wild card here. We've got it's very simply the best use of a scrotum in film. Here are the nominees: Mr. Miyagi with a straight kick to a high schooler's nuts. Brendan drops his sack on Dale's snare drum. Hugo Stiglitz says goodbye to Major Hellstrom's Nazi balls. Chris Pontius gets his balls electrocuted by the muscle stimulator. Or Forrest Gump unloads his balls onto Jenny's roommate's robe. And the winner is
Forrest.
Brendan drops his sack on Dale's snare drum.
Oh.
That's the right choice. That's the
It's a good when you want to like get that, like if you're playing like a small room and you don't want the snare to really like ring out. I've heard from Scott telling me that you can just like kind of let your sack out the bottom of your shorts and just let it kind of rest on the drum, and it mutes it just enough that it gets that big full sound that you're looking for. Big round full sound. It's this little saggy sound.
All right, Nate, wrap this up.
I'm gonna go with the most repeated line from a movie that means something that it wasn't meant to mean.
Okay.
And that is from The Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. I like it.
What does it mean, actually?
It's actually related to Brad's category.
Okay.
He's not using wax to fucking buff that car out, is what Nate's saying.
All right. Well, that's the draft.
Wow. That is our third annual BEVYs, and now we've got to let our judge do a little bit of thinking.
Little thinking, and we'll come back and tell him why he's a dumbass.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. An unlikely friendship begins in the Paramount Plus original movie Little Wing, starring Brooklyn Prince with Kelly Riley and Brian Cox. Reeling from her parents' divorce, Caitlin steals a valuable bird to save her home, but instead forms a bond with the owner, leading to a new outlook on life. Little Wing, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Head to ParamountPlus.com to try it free. Rated PG-13.
Hey man, what's your bacon?
You gotta tell everybody what that means first.
It's that extra side topping or main course in life that makes everything about your day even better.
Whether it's movies, music, cooking, paranormal, video games, whatever it is that helps you unwind, maybe even get a little bit inspired. We talk to hot new bands.
We are Felicity.
Hey, this is Bradley from Emerosa.
TV personalities.
Hi, my name is Rachel Pizzolatto.
Hi, my name is Patty Magley.
Wrestling personalities.
Hi everybody, I am Eric Bischoff. WWE Hall of Fame. Godfather here.
Actors.
This is Sean Kanan. Thank you for joining us.
Fellow podcasters.
Emo Social Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dave Schrader. Pretty much any like-minded creative across all facets of the entertainment industry.
You can check out Bacon Is My Podcast on all streaming platforms, as well as the Strangerhood TV YouTube channel. New episodes dropping every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Listen in when we find the answer to the question,
what's your bacon?
Metrics, YouTube assist. Gonna point out all the shit that we missed. It's the draft judge, crushing dreams once again.
All right, so we've got Nick in here, and he actually just sat here and looked at us, looked us straight in the eyes. He made eye contact. Every time you were about to pick, he just made eye contact, and he was just staring you down. It was kind of uncomfortable.
Nick, have you ever judged a draft before?
No.
This is the first time?
First time.
You look like it.
Zach's ready.
Zach's like, he's already made his decision, so now I can just talk shit. He's like, he had to wait to talk shit. Now he's doing it. I love it. All right, so we had this BEVY's draft where we had to take a best actor, best actress, best director, and a best picture.
Now, before we go any farther, I would like to mention that Nick was the first winner of the BEVYs in year one, wasn't he?
Yeah,
sounds like some bullshit.
He's got a trophy to prove it.
He has a trophy.
award.
He said he has it on the mantle right next to the pictures of his kids, and then there's like that trophy right there.
Yeah. So anyway, I think you only got it like a couple weeks ago. Finally.
No, that was an amazing surprise. Thank you, Brad.
It was in storage for a while.
A long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that was really nice.
At least wanted to bring that up and recognize him for being the winner of the very first BEVYs.
And the reason he did that.
the
real reason he did is because he wants to be known that he was the second winner.
That's not why I brought this up, Brad.
I mean, it's exactly why. He's like, I have a trophy. It's on the front of his car, on the front of his truck. It's instead of like the hood ornament, it's just that trophy. It's pretty amazing.
Well, talk about things going up your butt. It is kind of shaped like an Oscar guy. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so Nick,
that's not why I brought that.
It's got a big base on the end of it too, so it doesn't get sucked up into your butt.
I didn't tell you what end I started with.
Oh shit. That's great.
All right, let's get on to it. I want to hear. I'm
Nick,
ready.
what's your
know.
process? So you're sitting here listening, and were you thinking that people should go a certain direction first? Do you think? Did you have some of your favorites, or what did you think about this?
So there was a good amount of movies on the list that were, I feel like eligible and not eligible to be like in this list.
Okay.
Best movie, like
there was a bunch of movies on this list
fairly
that aren't in the same category.
Serious, but I also appreciated the surprise picks and kind of off the cuff. So like, I can appreciate both. Like, when
the Sandlot
giving
gets
someone their
involved.
just due who maybe got snubbed, but then also bringing up someone who completely deserved it, who maybe wasn't even nominated at all.
Like Wendy Peppercorn.
Exactly. Like
That's a great example.
Snubbed by the Academy.
Exactly what was meant.
The look I gave you after that was absolutely approving.
I just cannot wait to talk about the best actors that you passed up for.
I know.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Lindsay Lohan's
I'll let
so
you
pissed.
list that because I didn't have the time to go through all the people that were out there when Zach picked.
He stopped counting at 100.
There's not even women in some of those movies. There's not one woman in Jackass.
Or Saving Private Ryan. I actually think
Pam Margera's
literally
mom.
there might be not a woman.
It was Wendy for Zach. It was Wendy Peppercorn or the lady that says, "I'll have what she's having,"
which I think is like Rob Reiner's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, how sick would it be?
Someone should have taken Rob Reiner's mom as best
sexiest role for Rob Reiner's mom. The lady that wants.
Come on,
the
Carl
lady that
Reiner's
wants-
wife. Carl Reiner's wife. Let's be fair.
What?
Wait, what?
Carl Reiner's
It's
wife.
mom,
It was
I
his
think.
mom, dude.
Carl Reiner's wife
Rob, we go through this all the
Wait,
fucking
who's
time.
Carl Reiner?
does not exist.
I literally don't even know who you're talking about. Rob Reiner.
You just see Rob Reiner and you're like, your dad's name's Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looks like a guy with a dad named Carl.
Carl's not even a. I don't know.
I used to know a guy that was like the most normal looking dude, and his name was Carl, and it just fucking cracked me up.
My grandfather's middle name was Carl, but he went by Carl.
Yeah, but he looked like a grandpa. This guy's like 32 years old.
Not his whole life, though.
He's one of those guys that's like too old to have a full head of hair.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And he's just like, and you're just like, your name's Carl?
We lost
Lose
a
some
good
hair,
Carl last
Carl.
month. We lost a good Carl last month.
Oh, Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Oh, yeah. My son was very sad about that. My
Oh,
son that's obsessed with Rocky.
Speaking of which, so in memoriam at the Oscars is always like semi-controversial.
Yeah.
Who'd they memoriam?
Carl Weathers gets his due. You know, they put a bunch of names on at the very end, and the bottom right was Burt Young, who was Paulie. He didn't even get a picture. He didn't even get his own little picture. I was like, that's
Pauly?
fucked up. Paulie was actually nominated for an Oscar,
Yeah, he's legit.
and they put him at. There was like a list of like 50
That was
names.
those
at
were
the
his
end.
it was his only character, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When did the robot die?
I don't know. It might still be alive. It's
robot.
probably in somebody's
Robot.
garage.
All right, let's get on
All right, okay, let's go. Let's go. Go time.
You think it's just in somebody's
Nick.
basement somewhere just getting abused? It's like, put on that fucking doily robe.
And the guy didn't even know how to change it to. It still calls him Paulie. He's like, my name's not fucking Paulie, but whatever.
He's like, this thing's getting so much use. I don't even have to change the oil. It's constantly lubed.
You know what I want?
Still going, still holding.
I wish we could get somebody. Hank, this is your assignment. I want to know how many like dick related, cum related, sex related jokes Zach has told on the podcast.
Oh man!
Like in the
Cut 'em all
hundreds,
together? Like,
maybe
cut 'em
in
all
the,
together?
maybe in the thousands.
Wait, I was gonna say we've done 160 episodes. Like it's got to be in the at least 500 plus.
At least.
We should.
Yeah.
We should call it the Dictacular episode and just like
Wildest
just a
stats.
like Nikki said,
Craziest
just a
stats.
supercut
Jokes.
of every joke that's exactly. It would be 6 hours long.
Oh man!
I love it.
So Nick,
The cum cut.
Nick would listen to it.
The cum tapes.
Cum tapes.
His pants around his ankles.
All right.
So am I
Judge.
saying fourth place right now?
Are you judging the draft?
Do you have numbers? Is going? You kind of go by.
I'm
feel
gonna
here?
just go. I don't have numbers. I don't
All
have
right.
scores.
Let's just go by feeling.
Nick's-
Yeah. Let's
Nick's-
hear.
The
Nick's a field player.
the
I'll read
made
the
up
team.
category. The creativity scored some points. I don't have like a ranking, but a little more creativity helped. And if it was like I felt like was a little better and funnier than the other ones.
Okay.
Played a role in that. And then other than that, it was kind of looking at the teams as a whole, almost like as a team. Kind of you group them together. Are they carrying as much weight? And so I'm going to have probably that's going to split the most hairs or screen time and some of the selections on best actor, best actress. And that actually played a role in a couple also.
That seems like
Fuck
a
you,
pretty
Zach. Let's
arbitrary category. Cool.
This seems really cut and dry. I'm ready. It's very obvious things about to happen. Go, Nick. Go.
What do you want to do, Brad?
Fourth place.
we want to hear last place, and I'll read the team, and then you tell us all about it.
Okay, fourth place. Nate. Nate's team is fourth place.
Oh shit, we're not even going team.
That's
he's just
team
going
four.
team Nate.
Team four was best director Quentin Tarantino for Inglourious Basterds. Best picture Back to the Future. Best actor Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men, and best actress Meg Ryan.
I don't think he was ready for me to just say that.
And his wild card was the most repeated line from a movie that doesn't mean what it meant in the movie. Karate Kid, wax on, wax off.
If you're watching this on YouTube, check out Nate's face right now.
I mean, come on, like that's just a nonsense take right there. This
you lost to Winnie Peppercorn.
So
that's why exactly, dude. This is a murderer's
It's because
row.
Meg Ryan was Meg Ryan and not acting.
And Jack Nicholson was in the movie for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm like, okay, cool. Way to come up with a category that's arbitrary and stupid.
Yeah,
the way
best
to judge.
actor's stupid.
Idiot.
He wasn't. He wasn't
Idiot.
He was a great supporting actor.
He was good, but then best picture for Back to the Future that early also lost you some points.
That sucks. Because
You know what?
I love that pick.
I owned. I picked this for me.
Yeah.
I'm
I know you can stand next.
I'm
to
gonna
that.
go get some grenadine.
You
Eat
can
it.
stand next
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
Number 3. Zach, team 1.
God damn.
Team 1 includes Best Actor Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump, Best Director Ridley Scott for Gladiator, Best Picture Silence of the Lambs, Best Actress Marley Shelton from The Sandlot.
I want to just bring
don't
up.
take the best actress, like idiot.
If I take Lindsay Lohan,
if you
and
don't
Mean
take
Girls, do I
Marley
win?
Shelton, you're probably in the final.
Thanks,
two.
Nick. Thanks. You know what I think this boils down to? You remember in 7th grade on the basketball court when we got in a fight, and then
After I dunked on you,
and you kicked me. Do you remember when you kicked me?
I dunked you, then I kicked you.
This was before MMA. This
I
was
remember
before
dunking on you
leg
and
kicks.
kicking you.
Leg kicks were like a legitimate thing to do in a fight, and Nick kicked me in the leg.
You should have seen his bowl cut.
And I
like,
said
flopping.
to him, I said, "You just kicked me."
You did not.
And he said, "Fuck you." And I was like,
And it's still, and in that he's still mad about it.
I think he's still
mad
I think
about
not
it?
only is
That's
Nick,
Zach's
not
still
only
mad
is Nick
about it.
still mad about it.
He says you're still mad about it.
I know
That I kicked him?
I know
No,
that
that he said you're
Nick,
not
you
allowed to
kicked
leg
me. There's
kicks. Fuck you.
no fucking getting around that you kicked me, bro.
Before
Well,
leg
you're
kicks
saying-
are in,
you're
like that's
saying
the
that
thing
the
now.
It's
reason
one of
we
my
kicked you
clearest
is-
memories
is
I have in my life.
I was trying
is
to
you
chop you
kicking
down
me.
like a tree. 2 more and you would have been done, dude.
2 more
Your
leg
knee-
kicks.
yeah, 2 more and you're still having knee surgeries.
All right, so we can settle this. When we have the 13 feet of basketball, we're also going to have the one-on-one MMA fight between these two.
I don't think it should be one-on-one MMA. I think it should be kicking only. Just see who can kick each other in the lower body.
I've already talked
It's
about
like
calves on the pod.
the slap fighting,
It's
but
slap
just kicking.
fighting, but just kicking
Whoever quits first.
kicking below the balls.
Oh, dude, just kicks to Nick's reconstructed knees.
Yes.
I'm fucking in, dude.
Reconstructed,
Let's go.
then
Let's
now it's
reconstructed and then
deconstructed
reconstructed,
currently,
and
yeah.
now they just click when you walk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking destroy you, dude.
Zach, how did you
You'll
not
be
take
like-
Kate Winslet?
You'll be like the good-looking senator on The Killing that's paralyzed from the waist down and is in a wheelchair.
So
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Sorry, guys.
So yes,
It's a
Kate
deep
Winslet,
cut.
but then there was also the actress who was in it way more in Goodfellas.
Oh yeah,
Lorraine Bracco.
Lorraine Bracco. I had her next on my list.
I couldn't take her because I took Scorsese.
That was a
but
big.
That one's
That was a
sitting there.
huge miss. You could have taken
Gina
her.
Davis from League of Her Own.
Lindsay Lohan.
We'll do
from Mean
all rounds
Girls.
later.
Alison
guys.
Brie. I thought she could have possibly gotten when she plays like the panic attack parts. Like that's pretty good.
Wait,
I think she's
what,
great.
and when,
Sleeping with other people. Allison Brie.
I haven't seen
You haven't seen it. That wouldn't have been good pick.
Yeah, Nate, you would have got last place.
Everything
if you'd
Nick
picked that.
says is
Right now.
just increasing his lack of credibility as a joke. Dipshit.
It's all right.
All right.
All right, so we got Scotch
So
and
I guess there's two guys that you didn't fight in 7th grade left. That's weird.
I think Scotch is definitely going to get the win here.
I didn't fight Nate in 7th grade.
I don't know that. You guys were on swim team together.
I was whipping your ass and
Nate
swimming.
kicked you in the leg with his Speedo.
Third legged him.
whipped me in
Third-legged him in
the
the
third
knee.
leg. Towel.
Third leg takedown.
And the
I think
cinder
Nate's
block.
attack was the butterfly attack. He used to
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
I butterfly people. Just float like a butterfly, sting like a butterfly. You know what I mean?
All right, down to our final two.
yeah, we're done.
So is this where
this is a wild?
I'm naming the winner?
Yeah, you should. You should. Because then the other person we're not even going to talk to.
Well, yeah.
Whoever wins gets to say their piece. Whoever doesn't win needs to just pack up their shit and go home.
Yeah, I think that's the way it should go.
I'm just going to say the name because I don't want to get the team number wrong.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say who.
That's what you did the first two times.
So
It
the
kinda made
winner-
it seem a little fucking personal, but
It did.
I didn't get that sense that you took anything personal.
Not team 4, team 1. Nate's team.
I don't even know what team number it was. I just heard suck.
I just know his team sucks.
I had to look. I was like, "Fuck, which one's Nate?" Oh yeah.
I wasn't in the room for the draft either. I just
I'm
Nate's
really
team
I'm glad
fucking
that
worst.
that was all under the surface. Like I didn't have to say any of that, Scott. And it read right. Exactly how it was meant to.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
The winning
Scott's
team.
the best.
Scott's the best. Scott had Best Actress Melanie Laurent from who's Shoshana in Inglourious Bastards. Best Actor Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs. Best Picture A Few Good Men. Best Director Steven Spielberg for Saving Private Ryan. And then the most realistic facial expression of an orgasm. Harry. Wait, what the fuck does that
After
say?
an orgasm.
Oh, I had your nominees written down.
I really
Agent
liked your
So-
wild card. I think that won it for you. That was a good one, especially with the nominees.
Well,
Best
you grabbed Jodie Foster, who no one else got.
Best actress won it for you.
Really? Okay, cool. That's
That
yeah.
early because that her stacked up number one. It was off the grid.
She's so great.
I don't know if anyone else was going to take her.
On my
But
list.
that you could totally picture that 5 years ago, her being up for Best Actress. Not then, but now she would have been up for Best Actress probably.
But insane that she got drafted and Christoph Waltz did not.
I know. He was on my list, and I forgot about that rule. And after I drafted, I was like, "Oh, fuck, I just fucked myself on Christoph Waltz."
Kind of wild.
Yeah, actually, that's what's crazy is Brad Pitt got picked over Christoph Waltz, which surprised me.
But
but Christoph Waltz
really
got honored by the Academy. I was trying to right some wrongs.
But Brad was barely in it.
What?
He was not in it that much, dude. Brad Pitt's not in that movie that much.
The one where he's an old man and then a baby again? He's in that a ton, dude.
I don't know. I know
Meet Joe
Brad.
Black
I
or
know.
whatever it's
I
called?
looked up his screen time and I couldn't find it.
Oh shit!
I know he's in it longer
Curious
than
case
probably
of
I'm
Joe Black.
thinking, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I liked it. I liked the Brad Pitt pick. Let me just talk to Brad really quick. Let me talk to Brad.
Royal Tenenbaums. If you're not a
But
fan of the movie, it's a
the
tough
Leah
one.
Thompson. No,
No,
I've never thought her performance was great. I love the movie. I love it.
she had to
You
play.
don't love it that much, though, Dick Shees, do you? Because I picked it as Best Picture, and you're like, eh.
Why?
I love that movie. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones on the board.
I did like
say
Brad's wild card. his wild card was good. The ball sack.
It was.
Best use
That's
of
why you
Scrubs.
That
guys.
was it. Actually, that
you
was.
guys put-
And he put nominees, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
A lot of nominees.
Yeah,
too.
I thought that
maybe
was
you might
cool,
pair
too.
that
That
down
was-
a little
that
bit.
was a
I thought
good.
that was cool too, Nate.
I
Excessive
thought it was
nominees.
cool. Shut up. I'm not even looking.
I think when you get up to like 6 nominees, it's
I
too
mean,
much.
maybe
I'm
Forrest Gump unloading his balls should have won.
I'm shunning Nick.
Maybe that
right
gets
now.
me the victory.
Hey.
Nick is shunned.
Oh, Jenna.
Well, the thing is that I think Zach, like 90% of the time, he does it for. It's always with Jen A.
I want to
Like,
go to sleep.
and then Jen A.
I think I came on your roommate's robe.
I'm dizzy.
You know what? We didn't talk about it, but when we did our most memorable breakup draft, nobody thought about saying
Dizzy.
Jenny breaking up with Forrest. I mean,
Yeah.
when she just bounces
Like-
to the taxi.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say they're not together, but I mean, it's essentially a breakup.
Yeah.
No, but when she found out he was rich and famous, she did reach out. And she was like, I guess you can meet your 7-year-old son. Now that I'm rich, now that you're rich, and now that I need your help.
He was already rich by that point. He already had the shrimp business.
You don't think he's got Magic Johnson money?
Oh no, yeah. Once he's got the Apple stocks start going wild.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, I'm thinking.
But after the shrimp business, he already had a ton of money.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's when she fucks him first.
I'm just saying that she
Thanks,
has.
Nick.
Congratulations, Scott.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, excellent choices. There's definitely a few that I wanted to bring up on also rounds. Plus, I have a couple more wild cards.
Oh, you do? Let's do it.
I really wanted to say how bad it was going to look. You complimenting that I was the first winner of the Bevies. I wanted to say.
Oh, has it not been clear? There's
bad.
obvious collusion here. I don't.
Obvious.
I can't believe we didn't say it yet.
They're just trying to keep the trophies between them.
You know what I think, Nick?
Nick's ASMR in his bag.
I think you.
What, Zach?
Like a bag of dicks.
I think Nick's afraid to get into a kicking fight with Scott. I think that's what it is.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
100%.
But yeah, the best actresses. Another one we nobody went Jodie Foster.
So that's the one that I thought 100% would go early, and then I kept being like, someone's going to take it, and I don't know why I didn't.
And no one had, and you took Meg Ryan. Right.
I didn't. I mean, I guess I
would
could
have won it for me, huh?
Would have helped.
It would have helped.
I don't think Foster's that good in that
See,
movie. I
so
mean, she's
if I'm not-
okay, but
Back
she's
to the
not.
Future.
If you're not first, you're last. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit.
Did anybody? How about Robin Wright and as Jen A? Would that do anything?
I think she's
I
great.
like that over Jodie Foster, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
But none of them as good as Leah
Jenny
Thompson.
sucks.
all right. So, Nikki? What was your Give us your sort of top in each category that didn't get picked.
Or
Oh shit.
even if they did,
That's a good question.
Should somebody have taken Will Ferrell and the Elf?
well, Will Ferrell and Step Brothers.
No. Anybody would have taken Will Ferrell would have lost.
Unless it was that movie where he plays guitar that Nick really likes.
But yeah.
So honestly, actually, I've Forrest Gump being one of my has been for a long time, but as I've gotten older, Forrest Gump hasn't aged. You know, it's an amazing movie. I'll always love it, but it hasn't aged as well as I've gotten older. So taking Tom Hanks and Saving Private Ryan over Forrest Gump might have carried a little bit more weight. But it still carried plenty of weight. Wendy Peppercorn, I thought all of a sudden you gave up, you thought you didn't have it.
No, I didn't give up. I wanted,
you felt like I was telling you.
I've said it 13 times. I thought I was
you
going.
were like, oh fuck it.
I thought I was going smarter because I told you. I've said it 16 times. I was gonna take Lindsay Lohan and Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Because I do think she's amazing in that, and I do love Lindsay Lohan. But
Probably
Wendy
wouldn't have helped a
Peppercorn.
lot, but-
So I had actually for Mean Girls, I actually was thinking Rachel McAdams over Lindsay Lohan. But if you want Mean
The
Girls,
Fetch Girl.
no, the
One that says
main
Fetch.
Regina George.
Yeah. She's great. She's fucking great.
Nick, Gene Hackman as Best Actor for Royal Tenenbaums.
That would have been a.
Oh yeah.
See, I
That's one
fucked it
that-
up. I should have done that as my Best Actor.
But I like that Tenenbaums was somewhere in there. I feel like Tenenbaums had to be, and I feel like it was either. If it was Anderson for director, I feel like the best picks for it would have been Picture and then Gene Hackman.
Because he didn't even get nominated that year, which was a travesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he win something this year and he didn't show up? It was his first Oscar and he wasn't there.
So
Wes Anderson?
Yeah. He was writing or something.
He got Best Directing in a short.
Okay. Yeah. And
And he was like,
so
"Fuck that."
nobody took anything from Interstellar
right.
last week's. Would Nolan have been for Interstellar?
Not for
not
Interstellar.
over the ones that are not over. So Spielberg, that's arguably his best movie, one of the best movies ever made.
Right.
It's up there.
Yeah, our Best Directors are that's our best category across the board.
Yeah. Because
Ridley Scott, Gladiator. You've got Spielberg, Saving Private Ryan.
Scorsese.
You've got Scorsese, Goodfellas, and Tarantino for Inglourious. It's that's just a murderer's row right there.
Tarantino is probably one of the Tarantino and Scorsese were probably the best. Gladiator over the years hasn't, it's like Forrest Gump. I've watched it so many damn times.
So good, dude.
yeah, but you see it so many times it gets a little bit
just a little bit.
I'm
I mean,
the same way.
it
I
was
love
still-
it, but
Are there any
No wonder
actresses
Nick
that
picked you.
So you said, who would your number one that wasn't
Actress?
picked? Yeah.
Probably actually Jodie Foster
Yeah,
might have
gotta
been.
be.
Yeah.
Well, she actually won. She actually won for that role.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet didn't get picked either, though.
So Kate Winslet, I had her. I wrote a note under one of your guys' picks that at that point Winslet was still out there, And yeah, she's an annoying character. I was listening to your guys' Eternal Sunshine, and I agree that movie doesn't age definitely the same from watching it in your 20s to now. I love the movie in my 20s. Haven't watched it in a while.
Now.
Yeah, but Winslet, I feel like no matter what, is great. She might be annoying. You may not like her, but she's great in that movie. I tried to think about Tenenbaums if there was, but Gwyneth Paltrow, no.
Yeah, I thought Paltrow, but I just don't like Gwyneth Paltrow herself. Like,
No.
That's her best performance.
Like
it's my favorite
her.
performance of hers, but
I don't like that character really.
Margot.
Yeah.
We're gonna get kicked out of film school.
Yeah, darn it. Yeah, no, they were amazing movies, and it was a great
we had some good stuff to choose from.
Yeah, that was a fun. You guys had a fun year, man.
Did anybody have any other wild cards? So I had a couple other options.
So my best wasn't very funny, but I was like most memorable line or most repeatable line from one of the movies. And there were a lot that I couldn't decide on, right? Like I loved Killing Me Smalls. I like You're Gonna Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid.
That would be tough to choose.
Yeah, so I think my problem there was it was neither particularly funny nor like easy to.
There could have been either most silly or most uncomfortable, like sex scene, because I mean you've got like Step Brothers, you've got Sleeping with Other People. You definitely have some interesting ones that you could have gone with in that sense. But
so I have one kind of along those lines. Most ingenious way to cop a feel or sneak a kiss, and the second runner-up was Michael Myers strangling a naked co-ed with a phone cord. First runner-up, Squints faking Lady Drown to get Winnie Peppercorn and give him mouth to mouth, and the winner is Mr. Miyagi's healing hands.
Oh,
that's good.
So that was that one. And then my other one was most memorable Nazi who isn't Christoph Waltz. Second runner-up, Hitler from Glorious Bastards. First runner-up, the Nazi fucker who slowly stabs Adam Goldberg in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
And the winner is Brennan, the Nazi neighbor in Step Brothers.
Oh.
Hey, fuckers!
Heel cinnamon!
Oh, man.
Nice.
Any actors out there? Who did we miss for actor?
I mean, Jim Carrey is a possibility for Eternal.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean,
Christoph Waltz not getting it. That was pretty crazy.
What about Russell Crowe in Gladiator?
Russell
Crowe.
I was gonna say Ray Liotta.
I was thinking it was
nobody from Goodfellas coming in. Actually, you know what? I almost went dark horse and went Pesci.
Pesci.
Yeah, Pesci.
Yeah.
Would have been good from Goodfellas, I think.
Yeah.
That would have been some pandering shit for our resident Italian judge.
I mean, what if you went Zach Galifianakis, The Hangover?
So I thought I actually thought hard
pick.
about Bradley Cooper from Hangover. He plays a great character.
I think my favorite character in that movie is the guy from The Office.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Would you guys ever consider doing an original song?
Oh, for another category on this?
Yeah.
I feel like we've done that a couple of times, though, right? Didn't we do original song for a movie?
I mean, for this,
means like as a bevy.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But you'd have to add like a sixth or
shit.
I mean, no reason not to go 6 on bevies.
Yeah.
You can do whatever we want.
We do. We can sort of do.
I guess.
whatever we want.
Yeah, Matt McConaughey. We stayed away from just because he's just too Matt McConaughey in
Matt.
Interstellar.
Me and Matt.
His acting when he's watching those movies, like when he's crying, and that's just amazing. So.
I love some.
I didn't put it on my list, but I almost thought a little bit Ralphie on Christmas Story.
That's a tough move.
I'd go with
what about Knoxville?
Actually, I would have gone with the dad.
The dad in Christmas Story.
Knoxville from Jackass.
Devin McGovern.
Dude, I mean,
it's not acting.
James Earl Jones, Sandlot.
That's not bad.
Acting blind.
He plays blind so good.
So I'm actually a little. So we also didn't. I mean, there was a treasure trove of actresses from A League of Their Own. That's the other place we didn't ever go.
Madonna kills it in that.
I mean,
is Gina Davis or what's her name?
I think the little sister's better.
I think Lori Petty, but Gina Davis is great in it too. I mean, those are both.
Hey, Madonna has her Oscar moment though.
What's that?
You ain't shutting me down.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Well, the fact that
I had to look her up, but yeah.
Nobody mentioned Hanks from
League of Their Own.
Like, I mean, I think that's maybe my favorite Hanks of those three characters.
Well, we also did baseball. We did triple Hanks this year, right? League of Their Own.
We had League of Their Own.
Forrest Gump
and
right. Am I missing one? Was he in another one?
No.
Triple Hanks.
Yeah.
Last word
So-
to most of you guys.
What are we doing next week? We need to get Nick the fuck out of here. It's really ruining my vibe.
We are on the cusp of good old UFC 200. UFC 300 is about
so
to
excited, dude.
be here. We're gonna bring back Warrior.
Another basement tape.
This is a basement tape.
Two
And this is a
basement
movie.
tape
We've
shit,
probably
yeah.
talked about this movie. I mean, more than just about any other movie.
And
that-
drafted it a lot in
Drafted
different
a lot.
in a lot of categories, a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and I watched this one because just like Interstellar, I watched it. And I can't wait to watch it again. I think Hank said he watched it and wasn't impressed.
He didn't like it.
Yeah.
he kind of shit on it a little bit. Which
What the fuck?
I might be
that's
rooting for
nonsense,
Gov in the fucking contest.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I'm just jacked.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one to talk about because we did talk about the basement tapes and again I have a lot of feelings about this movie, so I'm excited to talk about it. And it's right on the cusp of UFC 300 that will be occurring, I think, in between the movie and the draft for that one. So
Love it.
Yep.
Man, Nick, except for being a
God.
terrible judge, it was great having you
So
back.
great to see you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Had a good time.
God,
It's been fun listening to you guys.
good old days.
It's like riding a bike, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
With no seat.
With no wheels, no wheels. Just the bar.
It goes
just the
up
bar.
and down, up and down.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
I wanna be at Beverly's, bringing me home with my movies, just to blind by, no reason why. I love this scene. It's Scott, Zach, and Brad, your favorite podcast. Let's start